You are live on YouTube. And Robert, this mic is all yours. Hi, Sharon.
Hi guys, hi everybody, Sharon, and
Hi.
Brooklyn, Rafi, Rick, Sharon, Lynn, Deb, Elizabeth, and Karen. Good to see you, and Edward. Thank you so much for being with us. I didn't know you were here. But anyway, I've got a lot for tonight. I'm going to put my screen up here in a second. I'm also going to play the music that nobody heard yesterday as we were closing. That was my bad. I forgot to put on the show. So anyway, Cherie, do you want to just not Cherie. Would somebody else like to read this, and then I'll jump in again in a minute.
Well, does anybody want to read it or do you want me to read it? I don't care.
Oh, you're good. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent him who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do because he who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever he wishes, knowing he goes there with me. I will be healed as I let him teach me to heal.
Thank you. Sharon, you've got a little crackle in your microphone. So I'm going to ask somebody else. Brooklyn, do you want to take over from there for a minute?
What do you mean? What do I have in my microphone?
Your microphone is crackling.
Oh, for anybody else? Everybody?
Yes,
Yeah, it's staticky.
a lot of distortion. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe go out and come back in, Sharon.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try that.
Yeah, well, we won't get too far ahead here. We'll wait for you. Brooklyn, do you want to continue reading? Please, if you would. For those who are here.
I'll read a little bit. I was up all night coughing.
Okay, never mind. It's
No, no,
okay.
I'll read a little bit.
Okay, yeah,
I
just,
want to be part of the group.
yeah.
For those who are here for the first time or watching on YouTube, losing my ability to speak clearly eliminated the possibility of sharing extemporaneously. The closest I come is to think on paper and share the papers. My books and essays are the results of that process. If you appreciate what you are hearing, please like and subscribe. I put a link in the chat that lists all the currently unread essays. Take a moment to pick an essay title to read today. Raise your hand when you have one selected.
Okay, and I'm going to do that while this music is playing. This is the piece that everybody missed yesterday because I forgot to turn on the share. Lenny, I apologize. I could hear you talking in the background, but couldn't figure out why. But anyway, here it is. And then I'll put the thing in the chat.
I've held on too tight for too long, trying to control where I belong. Wrestling with fear, aching for peace, chasing things that never set me free. I've cried in silence, fought through doubt, built my walls, then tore them down. But maybe peace was never mine to chase. Maybe it was found in grace. Surrender, surrender. I give it all, I give it over. Surrender, surrender. Let the weight to stay. Surrender, surrender. The waves still crash, the wind still blow, but I don't fear what I can't control. There's beauty even in the ache, a reason hidden in each break. So I release what's not for me, I let go of who I thought I'd be. No more fighting with the unknown, I've never truly been alone. Surrender, surrender. I give it all, I give it over. Surrender, surrender. Let the weight fall off my shoulders. I don't need to know the way, I just trust I'm where I'm meant to stay. Maybe every twist, every fall was never wrong, it was meant after all. So I lay it down, every fear, breathing the peace that's already here. Maybe every twist, every fall was never wrong, it was meant after all. So I lay it down, every fear, breathing the peace. Surrender, surrender. I give it all, I give it over. Surrender, surrender. Let the weight fall off my shoulders. I don't need to know the way, I just trust I'm where I'm meant to stay. Surrender, surrender. And I'm free.
Can't say it any clearer than that.
Wow.
Yeah, I love the music from Fearless Soul. They've got a lot of beautiful stuff. I'm going to skip around here a little bit because, like almost every time I get on here, I get something set up that I'd like to do, and then all of a sudden, that all gets shot to hell, and all kinds of other wonderful stuff comes up. But I want to share something with you today that I put out yesterday on Facebook. And the response has been absolutely overwhelming and from around the world. And I'm going to let anybody read this that wants to. And if nobody wants to, of course, Sharon will be happy to. If somebody wants to read this, that'd be great. So let me open this up again and set it up so people can see it. There we go. Can everybody see it? You got it. Okay, Rick, you want to read it?
Wait, Robert, just tell me, is my voice better?
Oh, yeah, much better. Oh, yeah, go for it, Sharon.
Oh, well, Ravi wanted to read. Let him read. He can
Okay,
read it.
whatever, whoever, I don't care.
Well, I don't care either way.
Okay, I'll read
I just wanted to know if my computer was fixed.
it.
Okay.
Physics tells us that a black hole is the most unforgiving object in the universe. Its gravity is so extreme that not even light can escape. From the outside, it appears as absence of a tear in the fabric of space where information vanishes and certainty fails. It unsettles us because light is how we orient ourselves. If light cannot return, then nothing seems trustworthy. But what if that fear test rests on a misunderstanding? What if light is not destroyed by a black hole, but gathered? From our position outside the event horizon, we see darkness because nothing reflects back. Physics does not describe what is experienced beyond that boundary, only what cannot be observed from here. The equations remain intact, but meaning feels withheld. We call it a void because it gives us no reassurance. Yet fear has always lived at the edge of the unknown. We imagine falling into a black hole as erasure, stretching, crushing endings. But those images come from the perspective of an observer who insists that experience only counts if it can be reported back. If nothing returns, then nothing meaningful happened. That assumption deserves questioning. Suppose all the light that cannot escape is not gone, but contained, not scattered, not extinguished, but held beyond outward motion. A place where light no longer travels because there is nowhere else to go. Darkness, not as emptiness, but as total saturation. From the outside, it looks black. From within, it may be something else entirely. This is where physics grows quiet and another language becomes useful. A Course in Miracles makes a statement that feels oddly at home here. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. If light is real, then it cannot be lost. If fear arises, it may be pointing not to danger, but to a boundary where our usual ways of seeing stop working. The Course repeatedly reminds us that what we fear is not annihilation, but the loss of the familiar story we use to explain ourselves. A black hole then becomes a powerful symbol, not of destruction, but of surrender. It marks the point where effort, analysis, and control fail to produce answers. The mind, accustomed to managing experience by shining light outward, suddenly finds no reflection. That feels like danger, but it also may be an invitation. The Course offers another quiet connection. I need do nothing. This is not passivity. It is a release from the belief that understanding must always be achieved by effort. Entering the unknown does not require force. It requires willingness, a willingness to let go of the demand that meaning be returned in familiar forms. We encounter these black holes inwardly as well, moments when identity collapses. Hello. When old beliefs no longer explain what we are experiencing, when certainty disappears and no comforting light comes back to reassure us. The ego calls this failure or loss. The Course calls it an opportunity to remember what was never absent. Perfect. From the outside, these moments look like darkness. From within, they may be full beyond measure. The Course speaks often of light, but not as something that travels outward to illuminate objects. It describes light as awareness itself, not something you see, but what you see with. When that light no longer needs contrast, when it no longer needs objects to define it, does not vanish. It rests. Perhaps this is why the unknown frightens us, not because it's empty, but because it does not cooperate with our expectations. It does not return proof. It does not negotiate. It asks for trust rather than analysis. The black hole, seen this way, is not a cosmic threat, but a teacher. Boy, everything is. It stands at the edge of what can be known from the outside and quietly suggests that some forms of knowing require entry rather than observation. Physics leaves the interior undefined, the course leaves it unthreatened. Because between them is a shared implication. Light does not need to escape to be real. Trust does not need to return to be true. And fear, more often than not, marks a place where we are being asked to step beyond what we think light must look like in order to discover what it actually is. From the outside, we will always call it dark. From within, there may be nothing missing at all. I invite comments or questions.
Anyone? Okay, thank you. The other thing that I want to do, because and normally I let other people choose, but I want to do one other one that I actually wrote this morning, and it ties in a little bit. And I'm going to have Sharon, if you want to try to read it, I'll bring it up here in a second, as soon as I can find it here.
Karen has her hand up.
Yeah, you want to? Oh, Karen, yeah. What do you got to say? Yeah, please.
Thank you, Robert. I just want to say thank you for your just everything. Your writing is so beautiful. And what stood out to me was the willingness part, the willingness to see this black hole differently, and that it can be a teacher like everything. It's a teacher, and the black hole really for me is like a depression, and it's like something that you can go into the depths of depression, and it can be a teacher to show you that that is not who you are, not what you are, not what you want. And it is actually the teacher that actually can help you to choose again, because you get, as AA would say, you get sick of being sick. So I just loved what you wrote and the way you write. And I love the willingness and really just to see another way. Thanks.
Thank you. And uh, the beauty of it is that it can be, you're talking about form. The black hole is a form, depression is a form. And the content of all of that is fear of what we don't understand. And I tie that in because Ken made such an effort to look at form versus content. What is it that we're physically looking at, and what is it being? And I've got something else here that I'm going to have Sharon, if you're up to it, I'm going to bring it up. It's a story that I heard years ago, but I just remembered it today and had to put it into it. And believe it or not, it actually fits. So I'm going to bring it up here and make it just a wee bit bigger. And center it. Okay.
All right, well, you can make it higher and bigger. Okay.
That's as big as I can get, but that's as high as I can go. Oh, wait a minute. No, you told me I can get rid of that. No, that didn't work. Somebody told me how to get rid of this stuff.
What's the name of this thing? Because I can't see the bold
Oh,
letter.
sorry. Let me bring it up just a hair. The
The
room
room
full
full of ducks. The room full of ducks. Okay. There's an old story sometimes told in Christian circles, sometimes in psychological ones, about a hypnotist who addressed a large room of people. The details vary, but the premise is the same. Through suggestion alone, the hypnotist convinced everyone in the room that they were ducks, not pretending, not playing again, believing. They quacked, they waddled, they flapped their arms. They responded to one another as ducks do. The hypnosis was complete. not because of its power, but because of its anonymity. Everyone saw everyone else doing the same thing, and that confirmation sealed the belief. Once the hypnotist left the room, continued exactly as it was. The quacking did not stop. The story usually ends there, but the deeper version begins when another person enters the room later, unaware of what has happened. He opens the door and pauses. Inside the scene, he's absurd but not chaotic. The ducks move with purpose. There's a rhythm to the noise, a structure to the behavior. No one appears distressed. No one is laughing. No one questions anything. They are hypnotized. The man at the door is not immune because he's special. He's simply not under the suggestion. He sees people behaving like ducks and understanding immediately that something is wrong, not with them, but with what they believe about themselves. He does not shout. He does not announce they are human. He watches quietly. Eventually, one of the ducks quacking, it says, You don't look like us. I know. The duck hesitates, then looks around and lowers its voice. Can you help me? With what? The man asks. I have duck foot fungus, the duck says. It's painful. I've tried treatments, nothing works. The man looks down at the webbed feet, then back into the duck's eyes. You're not a duck, he says. The duck recoils. That's not what I asked, it snaps. I asked if you could heal me. This is the critical moment of the story and the reason hypnosis must be named. Without hypnosis, the ducks are simply strange. With hypnosis, they are understandable. They did not choose to believe they were ducks. They accepted a suggestion. They were guided into an identity. And once enough people shared that identity, it became reality inside the room. This is great, Robert. This is why the duck does not ask to be awakened. Awakening would mean confronting the fact that its suffering is rooted in a false belief about what it is. Healing the fungus would allow the belief to remain intact. The hypnosis explains resistance. If the duck is hypnotized, then pain feels real. It feels hurt. Its experience is not imaginary, but the cause of pain is not the fungus. The cause is the belief that it has duck feet at all. This is the point where the story shifts from humor to recognition. The man's not refusing compassion. He's refusing to reinforce the hypnosis. If he treats the fungus, he becomes part of the system that keeps the room asleep. He validates the identity. He confirms the suggestion. He helps the duck stay a duck more comfortably. This is not healing, it's maintenance. His hypnosis works because it narrows perception. It replaces questioning with certainty. Once the suggestion is accepted, everything is interpreted through it. Evidence is filtered. Contradictions are dismissed. Anything that changes the belief feels threatening and liberating. This is why awakening is so often rejected, even by those who suffer. From a Christian perspective, this story mirrors the repeated tension between healing and repentance, between cure and conversion of mind. Many came seeking relief, but not transformation. They wanted the pain gone, not the worldview questioned. From an ACIM perspective, the parallel is even sharper. The Course is explicit that the world is a kind of hypnosis. a dream maintained by agreement and reinforced by perception. The ego's not evil, it's hypnotic. It suggests an identity and then defends it fiercely. Healing within the dream is possible, but awakening is something else entirely. Healing adjusts the dream, awakening ends the need for it. The duck is asking for healing within hypnosis. The man is pointing to awakening from it. This is why awakening cannot be forced. You cannot shake someone awake from hypnosis without their willingness. You cannot rip away an identity without provoking terror. The duck hears, you are not a duck, as annihilation, not liberation. If I'm not a duck, the duck might think, then what am I? The question feels far more dangerous than fungus. So the duck becomes angry or afraid or dismissive. It accuses the man of cruelty, of denial, of arrogance. It insists the pain is real, and it is right as far as experience goes. But experience is not the same as truth. Hypnosis does not mean nothing is felt. It means what is felt is misattributed. The man understands this. This is why he does not argue. He does not preach. He does not insist. He simply does not quack. And that quietly is the most disruptive thing in the room. Sometimes another duck pauses mid-waddle. The silence is brief. The pressure to resume is immediate. Hypnosis is reinforced by noise and movement. But once a pause has occurred, something has cracked. What if I was hypnotized? The question is the beginning of awakening, not the answer, the question. Awakening is not a dramatic moment. It is the gradual weakening of a suggestion. It is the slow return of choice. It is the willingness to doubt what has always seemed obvious. The man does not heal ducks. He does not wake rooms. He stands as a contradiction to the trance, and that is enough. Those who are ready will come, not asking for fungus ointment, but asking a different question entirely. What happened to us? And when the question replaces the request for healing, hypnosis has already begun to loosen, because awakening was never about fixing duck feet. It was about remembering that no one in the room was ever meant to be a duck at all. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is an extraordinary, I don't know what to call it except a work of art. When I think about what you have just brought forth, it's just, we think we're these humans because we were told we're human, but what are we? Are we human or and since we're not really here, there's just an audible voice. We would have to be God playing like we're not. And that's the trance. Robert, you outdid yourself. And now I will call on, I don't know who went first. So I'll go to my left and call on Brooklyn. And then
Namaste, mighty companions. Oh, I love it. I love the analogy. I was picturing a room full of ducks, and asking for their webbed foot to be healed. It's so right on the money, right? I like when ducks are used here. I thought it was adorable too. Thank you.
It's not something new. That story has been around for a long time, because I remember hearing it 30 or 40 years ago. Actually, I heard it when I was in Christian Science.
Well, thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Yeah, well, it seemed like it was time, or at least Spirit said it was time. I don't know.
Beautiful.
I just do what I'm told.
Good idea.
Karen,
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's interesting, Robert, because I remember this, the introduction to one of Thomas Merton's books. This was his opening. He had, but it was about an eagle and barnyard chickens. So this eagle was raised, a baby eagle was raised by barnyard chickens and grew up believing it was a chicken until one day an eagle flew in the air, and he said, "What is that?" And the chicken said, "That is the most powerful, beautiful, strongest bird in the world that flies in the sky." And this eagle believed it was a duck and couldn't fly, and walked like a duck, did everything like a duck, until he actually finally realized that he was an eagle. But it took I don't know what it took, to be honest with you, but what it really reminds us of is that, we're mistaken, this mistaken belief that we are this body, as you were talking about, form, and we're really content, which is love. We are all the same content. We are all the same in that content of love. We are one love, one mind, but we believe most of the time we are this body form. And I remember when I read that introduction, it was so funny. I was this was probably about 12 years ago at a Course in Miracles meeting, and the book was called The New Seeds of Contemplation by Thomas Merton. And I was just starting to get interested in Thomas Merton at the time. And I read that forward, and guess what? I said, I don't even need to read the book. That was everything. That forward, that story was everything to me. I didn't even need to read the book after that. So I appreciate you bringing this up again, because it's a beautiful reminder that we forget by our beliefs that are not true. Thank you.
thank you. It's interesting that you talk about eagles because years ago, I think maybe I was in my late 20s, I had a T-shirt that I loved, but it was really sarcastic. It said, "It's tough to fly with eagles when you work with turkeys." Can you say that again?
It's tough to fly with eagles when you
Work with turkeys.
work with turkeys.
So anyway, Mickey, go ahead. Oh, but then before I do that, the beauty of it here is I'm showing with my fellow eagles. Thank you all very much. Mickey.
I think this was my favorite essay so far because it really hits home how much we are dealing with a case of mistaken identity. We're just and and it's true. I guess we're hypnotized. I don't know what the deal is, but I just sat here while Sharon was reading thinking, I think I'm a duck.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a stinking duck.
You know, they call this divine hypnosis. That's what this is. It's divine hypnosis. And we are under that. And we really are. But we're not even, when we really sit with that, we're not even here. Like there is no body here. There's only God.
Well, and I think I'm a duck.
Yeah.
I think I'm a fucking duck.
You're a duck. You could be anything. You're not even here.
It's like, and I'm like, okay, so I'm hypnotized. How do I snap out of it? I just, it's like somebody snap your fingers.
Yes, Karen just put it down. We are hypnotized by form. Nothing so blinding as a perception of form. I mean, just sit with it. We are not even here. It's not like we mistaken became this like God from being a person. We were never a person. The person is ephemeral. It's just passing through. Jeez.
Well, and the beauty of this is that now that we're doing these really early lessons,
we can go back to lesson 5 every time. And
Yeah,
when
why would you
and
think
I
with something
needed, hang on, I needed that extra thing of like, I'm never upset for the reason I think. And the tagline is because I think I'm a duck. And I can now say that every time and crack myself up when I think I'm pissed off.
You know what? You're so right. I love your humor, Mickey. I always have. I do. I love it. I
I
love
think
betting
I'm a
you back.
duck. You know, like
You
every
know, when
time
you
I get
read something
upset
like
or
that, like
depressed,
we should have a 12-step meeting. We're nuts. We're absolutely freaking nuts. We want to be
Ducks
something that doesn't
Anonymous.
even exist.
We should have a session that we just
I
titled
want to have
Ducks
a meeting because yeah,
Ducks
I just
Anonymous,
want to talk.
right?
I mean, it's like one thing to think, okay, I'm a person, but I'm really like a God too. What would that even mean? No, there's only God here. Get that in your, you want to
Oh
feel
my
that
God,
through
and
and
I
through.
think I'm a duck. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Rafi's got his hand up.
I do love you. Oh my God.
This is so in line with what I've been working on the last few days. I remember Les Levinson said, "Look, we're an infinite being acting and pretending as if we're not, as if we're physical, limited humans, and we're not that at all." So every time I look at it, I say, "Okay, I know I'm infinite, even though I'm pretending or acting like I'm not. That reality is still there." And it brings up a lot of stuff for me to let go. And all of a sudden, I'm in the peace. Another one I use is, could I let go of being so smart and allow it to be other than I think it is? Yes. Could I let go of being so smart and allow myself to be other than who I think I am? Yes. Could I let go of being so smart and allow myself to be other than what I think I am? Yes. And go right back to the thing. Okay, I may be acting like I'm a human being, but the reality is that I'm infinite. And nothing can change that. And it gets me into a really nice place. Gets that sense of realization constantly is reinforced. It'll be reinforced enough until eventually this whole thing drops away and I'm back in or reestablished as the truth. Thank you.
Karen, I'm going to jump in here for just a minute. I want to do something that I've not done before. I want everybody to go into gallery view and I want everybody to turn on their camera. Okay, Karen, thank you. Rick, everybody. Good job. Thank you, Mickey, Elizabeth, please, Linda, and Deb. Everybody, yeah, thank you. Quick. Okay, now I want you to look at the faces on the screen. Elizabeth, you too. I want you to look at the faces on the screen. Take a look at the one next to you.
We're not
Take
in
a look.
gallery view.
Yeah, you got to be in gallery view. Oh, you go over
Or
the
you
upper
can
left.
stop the share and we'll automatically go into gallery.
Okay, oh, well, you can turn that off. Go up at the top where it says
Okay,
view. Click
all
on
right.
view and change it to gallery.
Oh, we don't get that option while you're sharing.
We can't do that while you're
No.
sharing.
Oh, bummer. Oh,
Let go of
I'll
the
just
share.
stop the share. There we go.
There.
Okay, now,
Quack.
good.
Quack.
Now, I want you to look at those faces.
Quack, quack, quack.
I want you to look at every single one of them.
Wait a minute. Where did Lynn get that costume? I love that.
Devin made this for me. Remember Devin?
Oh, wow.
Devin
No,
is
I
always,
love
Awesome.
it.
yeah, they made that.
Awesome.
It's from a road cone. They
That's
stole road cones and made masks out of them.
wow.
New
Oh,
York.
yeah.
All of us should meet in New York. And we
Okay,
should have
but
different like duck
we're getting
faces
off
on our
point here.
That is awesome, Lynn.
Okay, I want to bring us back in focus here for a minute. You look around you. Look at every one of those faces. They all look a little bit different. I'm bald as a jaybird, and Edward's got a beard to blow your mind. but every one of those faces is the face of Christ. Every one of those faces is the face of Christ.
In case you're unsure, this is the real one.
Recognize that.
I ain't seeing people. I'm seeing divine love.
Oh, that's so
Thank
sweet.
you. Now, somebody had their hand up and I cut them off. Karen, was that you?
That was
Oh,
Karen.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to thank Mickey for bringing up lesson 5. And I love, like, today's lesson is lesson 6. So I love how lesson 5 and 6 go together. Lesson 5, I am never upset for the reason I think. Lesson 6, I am upset because I see something that is not there. I am hypnotized by form. I am seeing something that is not there. I think I'm this body. I think you're a body. I think this bottle is real. And it reminds me where the Course says that what would you do if you realized this world was a hallucination? And then what would you do if you realized you made the whole thing up? You made the whole thing up. So we are responsible for what we see. I am responsible. I made this dream up. I made this hallucination up. And when I take responsibility for it, that's what the Course is teaching us. That's what the Course is pointing to. I'm never upset for the reason I think, because I think I'm hallucinating and seeing this body, but I made this body up just like you. I made this whole dream up.
You look like a movie star on the screen now. So you are.
Like a
You're
what?
like a movie star on the screen. If everybody's the audience and you're on the screen, where is Karen? You see the light around her? You can see it's ephemeral. We are not here. Do you get that?
I love it. I love this. I love these lessons.
I do too. I do too. I just love the whole idea of really, it lands in different places. So it landed deeper tonight. It was like, oh, a duck. Well, I'm not here. I wouldn't even mind being a duck. Getting tired of the character, I guess. But it is funny, like how addicted, why would I care if I'm not even here? You can sit with contemplation and say, what difference does it make with anything that happens? Robert, it's your time. You take the mic, Robert.
Yeah, one of the things that I like to do is really something that Ken did when he was alive. He took the Course and put it into words that people could understand where they were at that moment. And I like to think that my essays kind of do the same thing. They bring it down to a level where where a person can relate. Yeah, that's the same crap I'm going through. Well, my last book, the last book in the trilogy, called The Manuscript, and I just sent Rick a copy of the whole trilogy. I just put a link, thanks Rick. I just put a link to the manuscript in the chat. I would like everybody to download a copy of that, or download that copy, because the manuscript, the book itself, is a talk between the typewriter and Sam Hart about the lessons. It starts with, I do not know what anything is for. It goes on, I have given this all the meaning it has to me. And it goes through every single lesson, I think up to 50 or 60. And it's a perfect time of year because we're doing the lessons again. But the manuscript it's a novel. but it puts a new twist on the lessons the same way it did with the story of the ducks. It looks at it from a perspective that somebody that's looking at the first level and saying, bullshit, I don't believe that for a minute. Okay? It takes a look at the lessons from a completely different way. And I'm really hopeful that this book will introduce more people to the course. But anyway, I'll leave this on for a while and let you download them. Rafi, go ahead. Thank you.
I don't exist. I am nothing. I am nothing. I am nothing. I am nothing. I don't exist. I wasn't born. I don't exist. I don't prevail. I can't leave. I can't go anywhere. But I don't exist. I am nothing.
Rick,
Evening,
yeah, Rick,
friends.
go ahead.
Good to be here. Thank you, Robert. I did receive those, and I appreciate it. I love these readings tonight. I so identify with that misidentification of what I am. You know, I've done that all my life, and to hear it put in the way you did, you know, that duck story really hit me because it's like, yeah, I get that. You know, I've done that all my life. You know, I've always thought that I was all these other things and I've had all these masks on, and only to find out that none of that was true, but yet all of it is at the same time. It was the
Thank you, Rick.
pointer for what I wasn't, right? So I'm grateful, Robert, for you and for sending me those. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And I like what Elizabeth put in the chat. Myself is nothing, but myself is all. I love it. Thank you, Elizabeth. Brooklyn, go ahead.
Elizabeth said what I wanted to. I am nothing, but I am everything. Yeah. We're forever, all of us.
My honey is here. She's been quiet today. You're freezing. I'm going to close with one more piece of music. And from the title, you'll see why I think I chose it. And I got to set the share up again because that's where I went wrong last night. Share sound, share. And what time we got? Yeah, we got time. I'm going to share this one. No one is you. And we'll be done for the day. Thank you all for being here.
You've been walking through the fire, carrying dreams and buried desire. You look around, feel out of place, hiding behind a brave face. You've been told you're not enough, that you're too soft or not tough, but they don't see the storm you've braved or the battles you've quietly faced. So take a breath and let it through. There's no one else who can be you. No one is you, that is your power. Stand tall in every single hour. You don't have to prove your worth. You've had it in you since your birth. Let the world see all you are. Even the cracks become your art. No one is you, so rise and own it. Your life is a light, so live and show it. chasing someone's truth, but it never felt like it fit you. You've been bending just to please, but now it's time to set you free. All your flaws, your voice, your pain, the way you dance in the pouring rain, they make you who you're meant to be. Perfectly imperfect, beautifully free. So take a breath and let it through. There's no one else who can be you. No one is you, that is your power. Stand tall in every single hour. You don't have to prove your worth. You've had it in you since your birth. Let the world see all you are. Even the cracks become your art. No one is you, so rise and own it. Your life is a lie, so live and show it. Your path is yours, don't let it fade. Don't trade your soul to feel okay. You are enough, you always were. And every trial makes that more sure. No one is you, that is your power. Let it grow, let it flower. You're not here to fit a mold. You're here to rise, to love, to be bold. Let the world see all you are. Even the wounds become your stars. No one is you, so rise and own it. This life is yours, so live and show it. No one is you, well, that's your power.
Thank you all. And oh, wait a minute. There's a lot of messages here in the chat. Okay, everybody, check the chat before you go. I can't read it. Thank you all for being here today, and I'll see you all Thursday.
This was
Thank you all.
absolutely a beautiful night. Thank you, Rob.